Hey everybody, it's Chad from Stick's Blog. I'm Stick, and today I want to talk to you about what's in this box here. Now, as many of you already see, this is a Benchmade and it is a knife. The knife that I have in here is the Griptilian. It's the regular size Griptilian. And just kind of a little backstory, as I usually do in most of my videos. A while back I used to carry a Gerber Par Frame 1 knife with me as kind of an everyday carry kind of thing. And I liked the knife, it was fine, didn't really have any issues with it. Carried it for maybe 2 years, and then I ended up losing it somehow. I have no idea how that happened. So I went for a while without having a everyday carry, and eventually I kind of got to where I was missing not having my knife. I would go to reach for a knife to open up something, or just whatever you may need a knife for, and it wouldn't be there, so I'd have to run around the house looking for something to open or get into whatever it is I was needing to do. So I decided that I would go ahead and pick up another knife. Now I'll go ahead and say right off the top of, right at the beginning of this video, I'm not a huge knife buff. Just never have been. I've spent too much time in all the backpacking stuff, I guess. But on a recent hike with Brian Green and Gizmo Joe, I listened to them talk about their knives, and they kind of sparked my interest in it a little bit. So when it came time for me to decide to get another knife, I thought, hey, I'd like to get a little bit better quality maybe knife than my Gerber. And to be honest, I had looked at the Griptilians quite a while back, so I thought that they were interesting knives. And then listening to both of those guys, they both had either the mini grip or the full-size grip, and they seemed to like them, so I figured I'd go with that. So I searched around, and what I ended up getting was I got the full size, simply because this is an everyday carry. I wasn't worried about saving weight or anything like that, since this is not going to be a backpacking knife for me. So I got the full size, and I ended up ordering it off of Amazon.com. The people that I ordered it from, or the seller, it was Outfitter Country. I believe they're located somewhere in California. Anyway, they offered it for $78.39 or something like that, and free shipping. So I thought that was a pretty good deal, so I went ahead and picked it up. So real quick, what I want to do in this video is just kind of an unboxing. I do have some information written down, as you can see here. I have some information written down that's just general information about this knife. Like I said, I'm not a big buff, so I'm not going to be able to explain a lot of technical or detailed things about this knife. Really, this is just to kind of show it off. And also, there's a modification I want to do to it. It's not a big modification, but I'm going to do it. I'm not going to include doing the actual modification in this video. I'm going to attempt it after I get done with the video, and I'll probably just add some still photos in and include those on my blog. So if you want to see that, you'll have to check out my blog. But anyway, so this just came today. It came in this box here. Now, this box is a blue box, and that's for a reason. This is one of their blue class knives. They have I believe three classes of knives. There's a blue, a gold, and a black. There may be a red, I'm not 100% sure. I can't really tell you a whole lot about the different classes, and if you'll go online and check it out, there's all sorts of information that explains the different classes. But I'll give you a little bit more information when I bust into this box here in just a minute. And you say it's just got Benchmade. This is the 551 Griptilian. I'm not sure what the MDP stands for, to be quite honest with you. Then this is just a commitment that's listed on the back, and the Live Sharp program. That's pretty neat. You can send all the Benchmade knives, you can send them back in with $5, and they'll sharpen them back to factory sharp, and then the $5 just covers the shipping back to you. And these are the knives are made in the USA, as far as I understand here. Also, one other thing I want to show you on the other end of the box, if I get the glare off of it. It says, handle with care. Benchmade knives are packaged extremely sharp. And I can attest to that, and I'll show you in a little bit. So, go ahead and open the box up here. And the first thing we come to is this little book here. This is just the user care manual, just as it says. Tells you a little bit about the Live Sharp program. And then the blue box. It also tells you, this is an important part to know here, on the screw or on the knife there's a bunch of screws, and it uses a 6-lobe headed style screw. And then there's the three classes there. Knife and maintenance care, and some more care. And then a warranty registration card, which I'm a geek like that, so I'll probably go online. You can actually, from what I understand, you can register your knives online, so I'll go ahead and do that online. But anyway, that's the little booklet that comes with it. And then next we have the knife. Now the knife is packed, like I say, and some more blue foams, just some blue foam here. So it's packaged pretty safe in the box. Keeps it safe during transport. And then the knife itself comes in its own little stuff sack. Isn't that neat? It is backpacking related. It feels kind of like, not quite silk, but something similar to that. And we go ahead and pull it out of the little stuff sack. And it's wrapped in some more plastic. Take it out of the plastic. And here's the knife. They've got this little card here. Just talks about the axis. It's the locking mechanism that's in this knife. And then on the back it just tells you basically that the carry clip's installed on the right, and if you want to carry it in the left, you need to swap the clip over and all that stuff. So it comes with that. And then the main important part here is the actual knife. And this is the Griptilian. Just kind of show you size. The size of my hand. So it's a pretty big knife. I actually didn't weigh it, and I didn't measure it, and I meant to. I will do that in just a second. Hang on, let me get something. Okay. First off, let's do the important part, because I am a backpacker that worries about how much something weighs. Set the knife up there, and it looks like it is 3.8 ounces. And if I remember correctly, that is what was specified on the site, was that it would weigh 3.8 ounces. Now then we'll just open it up here and just kind of take a look at it. It's a pretty nice knife. I think so. Like I said, I'm not an expert on this, but real quick we'll just kind of get some measurements here. Looks like the blade is about 3.5 inches, 3 and maybe 3 3/8, somewhere around there. I'm gonna say 3.5 inches on the blade. And the handle, it looks like it's 4.5 inches. So then that's gonna make the whole thing right at 8 inches. Okay, so just a couple of things about this knife. First off, the handle on it. The handle, as you can see, it's all black. As I said earlier about the 6-lobe star screws or whatever, you can see there's a couple of screws there, a couple of screws on the back side here, and then of course 3 screws that hold in your clip. And all those are the same sort of screws. The handle itself is made of Norol GTX, and for those backpackers out there, GTX is not Gore-Tex in this instance. I couldn't tell you what it is. Heck, who knows, maybe it is GTX, it's Gore-Tex. But anyway, basically, according to the website, this is a modern engineered plastic that offers high strength, minimal flex, and the best part, lightweight properties. The handle, from what I understand, is molded, so it fits your hand fairly well. Fits real nice. You can see on the handle here some things. I believe this is called gimping. This is just basically a contoured area that kind of allows you to grip it a little better whenever you hold on to the knife. But anyway, that's pretty much the handle there. As you can see on the handle, there is a hole that if you're a lanyard kind of person, you can run a lanyard through there and actually put this knife on a lanyard. It does have a pocket clip. The pocket clip is, in this case, it's black, and it's held on with 3 screws. Now, we'll go ahead and say that this is the part that I'm probably going to modify. A lot of people say that this clip, after even just a week of use, that they'll start noticing that the paint is chipping on it, and it'll look kind of not gross, but it'll look, it won't look as good because the paint will be chipping off and it'll just make it look bad. So, my modification is, after I get done with this video, I'll take my Dremel, and as you can see here, I have a kit, and I'm going to attempt to polish that black off and end up with just a stainless steel, the same color of the blade here. And that's going to be my modification I'm going to make to it. What's the point in buying something if you can't modify it one way or another, huh? But anyway, that's the modification that I plan on trying to do. Also, in the handle, you can see these two little, the silver, that's just a screw holding the blade in place. But this silver, you can see there's a rod that runs through it, and there's a silver bump on each side. That's actually the axis locking mechanism. And let's see if you can see it in there. You can see that blade just slides back, and that will actually allow the knife to tip. And then you slide it back, and that's actually what holds the knife in place and locks it so it won't bend on you when you're trying to use the knife. But anyway, that's basically the way that works. From what I understand, there's an omega spring in here, which is just kind of like the Greek omega symbol, just like a U with a little twirl on the end. And obviously, whenever you push back on these, when you push back, you can kind of see the clip right there. When you push back, that's just pushing back on the clip, and when you let go, it automatically springs it back into place. So that's the locking mechanism. From what I understand, it's a really well thought out mechanism from just doing some general reading, so I assume it's going to work pretty well. But anyway, that's what holds it in place. Cool thing about these is they're ambidextrous, so it doesn't matter if you want to change this around to the other side and you're a left-handed person. Because of the way that is designed, you can just simply grab it. You can grab it with your thumb and do it. Let's see. I know that's not pretty. Sorry, guys. But anyway, so that's the axis locking mechanism. Also, one other thing on the inside, there are steel liners. I don't know how well you can see that in this. I bet you can't really see it well. I've also read that the steel liners are kind of drilled out to help reduce weight, another further weight savings by using the drilled out steel liners inside the handle. And from what I understand, the steel liners just kind of maybe the side to side, maybe it helps in some of that stability. Just kind of gives it overall strength to the handle. I'm not really sure. Maybe others can correct me on that. But anyway, so enough about that. How about the blade? The blade is a drop point, or a modified drop point is the type of blade that's on the Griptilian. It has a satin finish, and it has a Rockwell, on the Rockwell hardness scale, it measures a 58 to a 60. Let's see, what else? I'm not really sure. The blade, oh yeah, the blade itself, it's 154 cm is the steel that the blade is made, and if that will focus in there, you can see the 154 cm there. Now, as far as I understand, this is a premium grade stainless steel. According to Benchmade, this 154 cm offers great corrosion resistance, good toughness, and edge quality. And from what I understand, back in the past, not too long ago past, 154 cm was known as a super steel. Now, I'm not sure if that's changed. I know there's other steels such as SV30 or SV3 or something like that. S30V something, I don't know. But anyway, there's some other steels maybe that some say are better than this. I'm not sure. Also, as you can see right here on this side, Mel Pardue, he is the designer of this knife. And from what I understand, Mel Pardue's got a bunch of really nice design knives. So anyway, that's just kind of a very rough first look at the Benchmade Griptilian. Oh yeah, and let me remember I said that they said to handle with care because it's sharp right out of the box. Just kind of show you, I've kind of shaved off my hair a few times already, and people are probably going to think I've got some kind of sickness, but you can see here it's just shaving the hair right off. But you can't see that because of the light. But anyway, it's a very sharp knife right out of the box, so I'm really happy with that because I'm not very good at sharpening my own knives. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with this in the long run. But anyway, that is the Benchmade Griptilian knife. Really happy with it. It's my first premium knife, really, that I've had. And I look forward to carrying it and see how I like it. But anyway, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to post them below or on my blog. And I appreciate you for watching. And until then, we'll see you later.